What's up, y'all? So here it is, what you all been waiting for. Survivor 40 Winners at War. So now we already know they have a red team and a blue team. This is going to be a two-part series because I just don't want to make it so long. It's a gloomy day outside. I got everything set up now. I have a much better podcast with my equipment. I have a much better YouTube channel with my, I don't know if you can tell it. I'll show you. Watch. Check this out. Before, it would look like this. And I'd be saying, hey, and it's like, yeah, the background looks cool, but it's crazy. So now, what light can do. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm trying to do this right. Got tons of equipment over the holidays, and I want to make this happen, guys. We're going to talk about everything, not just Survivor. Today we're talking Survivor. Today we're talking about the red team and how I think they're going to do in the game. How far I think they're going to go. My top 5, my winner, and who I think is going to get voted off early. A lot of them probably, you that truly know me, probably already know who I'm going to choose for that. So, like I said, it's a gloomy day. I could see smoke, but you probably can't. It's kind of chilly. Got a little wet. That's okay. I'll be looking down and up. That's one thing I need to get. I got it all written down. Get me something where I can hold this right here so I'm not looking that far down. All right, guys. Red team. We're going to start with, first person I wrote down, the list that, this is CBS's list. I got it off of their site. I just wrote it down in order, no particular order here. First one we're going to talk about is Tony. Now, Tony's first season, they were saying he may be one of the best to ever play, right? They were saying he took the blueprint to Russell Hantz and he won with it. Now, he played an amazing season. Excellent. The second time he played, he went in there immediately screaming like a llama, took off running in the forest, and he literally looked like an idiot. He literally looked like how did he win the first season? But I think some people are like, we'll go ahead and overlook that to see what you could do here in all winners. These winners are going to, let me tell you, every single one of them, I can guarantee you, looks in the mirror and tells theirself, I'm the best winner and I'm about to prove it. I guarantee you every single one that does that, including him. And he embarrassed himself the second time he played. Now he gets to prove it if he was really legit, or was that all a facade? Was he a thing? What do you call that? The Italian, a fugazi. Was he a fugazi, or was that all a facade? I think he's a fugazi because I think he's going early. I think that he is a big threat. I think he's the second biggest threat in the game. First, I think is Rob. So I think that he will go out there, act the fool again, and we will see who is this guy. How did he ever win a season? What happened? I think Tony will go early. I have Tony going early in my top 5, leaving the game. Now I know they're playing a system to where they can win a challenge and work their way back into the game. I think that a female will get voted out and a female will win themselves back into the game. I'm not going to guess on who that's going to be. I'm going to act like it's a regular season. I'm going to act like it's a top 10, like a 10 merge and then a 10 pre-merge, or, the head to the house. Just for mathematical purposes. I know it's not going to be like that. They'll probably have 12 people on the merge or something like that. But just for this, I'm going to act like that it's 10 and 10. Makes it easier. Tony, he's in my top 5 of going early. He's a big threat. I don't think he'll be a problem for them to take care of. Tony's out. He's done. Next one on my list, red team, Wendell. Now, Wendell, to me, he's a good player. I've never met Wendell. He seems super charming. I think Wendell does well, but not super well. I think he is at the merge, and I think he's like 8th, 9th, right up there, to where, man, you almost, if this one move would have worked, bam, I would have been in the top 5 type thing. So I think Wendell does well. I think he uses his skills, to his personality, his charm, and gets him a little further in the game. I could see Wendell doing pretty well in the game, but he won't make the top 5, top 6. I'll go and say he won't make the top 7. I think Wendell's 8th. I don't have him listed down 1 through 20, but in my mind, I just like, okay, make the merge 11. Make the merge 10. Don't make it 11. I have a couple that's sitting on that line. Now we have Amber. Amber, if you don't know this and you've been living under a rock for a few years, that is Rob's wife. Everybody knows that. I think Amber's in big, big trouble because you're playing with super smart people, okay? This is what they're going to think, and I said this on my podcast. I did a podcast recently with Joe. Now, I think that what they're going to think is they're going to all get together and talk in the woods and talk here and there, and they're going to start saying, man, Amber knows what's going on over here. When we do a challenge, she's going to immediately go to Rob and tell him everything. They probably already have signs, tell me this, or point to this, or put your hand on this person if they're aligned or if this is going on. They're for sure going to spill the beans what's going on with each other's tribe. Now, Rob may not do that, but I think Rob has Amber to where he's already told her, I need to know what's going on. Maybe don't tell me the first challenge. Maybe wait a couple of challenges and then start letting me know some information. But these are smart players. They're not going to go for that. Amber, if they lose the first challenge, Amber's going home first. Now, I could see her going winning a couple of challenges, and I can see her going a little further, but I think she is in big, big trouble only because her husband's name is Rob. I would love to see Amber play the game. I think she doesn't look like she's aged. She seems like she's in pretty good health. She's a mother of 4, I believe. So I'd love to see a mother of 4, kick some butt out in that game. I don't think we're going to. A lot of people, I think, would like to see it, but we're not going to see it. So now we have the player that I have always said is the best to ever play the game. Now, it's interesting because her cast was on the downside. Kim Spalding's cast was on the, everybody's like, oh, it's because of her cast. Such a weak cast. Some people say Boston Rob won his because of the weak cast. Several winners, they say the only reason they won is because they had a weak cast. Okay, Kim is one of them. But I think Kim's performance was so dominant that she would prove, she knows that people will say that about her. I think she's about to prove that she can play the game. I don't see Kim winning. I barely see Kim in my top 5. Not really. I see Kim 7 or 6. I see her doing very well because it will prove the fact that I've been saying when I've seen her play, she's a great player. I think she will be overlooked, which is crazy to me, because they think, she probably ain't that good. She won because of a bad cast. I think she does well. I think she's in the top 6, top 7. I'm excited to see that. Pulling for you, Kim. Next, another player that gets no respect, and that's Sophie. I think she gets no respect for a reason. I think Sophie plays the same old Sophie. She was boring. She didn't have much. It didn't seem like she had much gameplay. She shouldn't have won her season, in my opinion. Some of you may think that she should have. That's fine. I don't think she should have won. I see Sophie going to the merge only because she's the type that you drag to the end. I don't think they'll drag her to the end, but I think she'll barely make the merge. I think Sophie is 9, 10. Like I said, if it's a 12 merge, she'll be on the bottom side of that, 12 or 11, that type of thing. She'll be on the bottom side of the merge. Now, I want to make this clear. I know absolutely no spoilers. Nothing. This is all just what I think. What I've been reading, what I've been watching on the cast. They're talking how confident it seems that they are. I'm going by that. I'm going by what I know about them personally. That's it. Now, some of them I'm going by, because you better believe they're going to have a pregame alliance. Excuse me. They always have a pregame alliance. That's the way of the game now. It's how you got to play it these days. It's how Sarah won her season. 100% a pregame alliance. It's how John Cochran won his season. 100% a pregame alliance. Now, you have to almost implement that into your game, the pregame alliance, which, if you watch Tyson's video, and we'll talk about Tyson, he's on the red team. If you watch his videos going into the game, he is trying to make strategic plays that's outside the game, that's not really in the game. Kind of like saying pregame alliance stuff. He's using a money thing that some may have gotten paid and some may have not, to make a jealous aspect into the game, but we'll get more into that. He's last on my list. We'll talk about him in just a little bit. So I think that Sophie is, I just don't think she's a good player. That's all. Now, next, I just talked about her, Sarah. Sarah had a pregame alliance, right? So she went 4 in the game. Her top 3 in Sarah's alliance, she was having dinner at their house. The top 3 in Sarah's game, she went to Culpepper's house with Troyzan and her, and they were getting all this together. Is that fair? Everybody's maybe doing it. You're trying to win the game. She did it. She was talking to me every other day, Sarah, on the phone, asking about this person, trying to get her in touch with this person or this person. She called me after the game and asked me not to say that she was doing that, because Andrea in the game specifically asked her, did you talk to Russell? Which I don't know why you asked him, you talk to Russell. Andrea, you should be playing your own game. Don't worry about other people and who they talk to, because I know you do it too. So, why would you do that? You do it to win. That's why you do it. So I think Sarah is barely not making the merge. I think we see her on the bottom, on the high side of the bottom, like 9 or 10. If they make merge at 12, she'll be like 11. I don't see her making the merge. Either way, whatever numbers they have. But I see her barely not making the merge. All right. Now we have Nick. Nick is a very interesting character. We're not going to talk about Adam today. We'll talk about Adam when I do the Blue Tribe. But Nick and Adam, to me, are so similar. Those are two. It seems like they're just wild cards. It seems like those are the two that they kind of follow whatever's happening and whatever's going on. It seems like that they don't cause too much of a threat. But they don't control their own game. They don't wheel what's happening to them, which is super dangerous. And those are the type of players nowadays that win the game. It's silly. But I see both of them going the bottom of the merge, 10, 9, not that high. I don't think either of them getting single digits. I think they're both are like forgettable players. I think both of them, after this is all over, people will forget that they was even on the season. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect. Both had great wins. Both had great stories. Now, I just don't think that they're compatible, but with who they're about to play with. I think that this game and this gang of people will eat them up and spit them out. That's gonna happen. Next, we have my favorite, Sandra Diaz-Twine. Okay, now Sandra, I think Sandra goes super early. She goes second, third. Sandra wins twice. Sandra plays with me, right? We're about to have another two-time winner. I had the choice to bring Sandra to the end of the game. It was my choice. I ultimately, of course, brought her to the end. But remember, it was 100% my choice. Am I going to bring Sandra to the end? Am I not? I make that decision. So what I did in Heroes and Villains, I determined that decision by her gameplay, how she played. She was my least favorite when it come to gameplay. I was there, guys. I seen it. So I chose to bring Sandra. Now, I knew Poverty may beat me. I knew Jerry would beat me. Sandra, I didn't think would beat any one of us because I was there and I seen her play and she did nothing. Her strategic play, I keep saying this, the whole time she's trying to get rid of a guy named Russell Hands. It just doesn't work out for her. So, award her on a failure. That was Heroes versus Villains. She plays again. Her third time playing, she doesn't make the merge. Her fourth time playing, she doesn't make the merge. If she plays 5 times, a legend season with me, she doesn't make the merge. So she's done. She may go ahead and just forget about it and just let that money that she won collect interest and live off of that money because she's finished. Sandra does not make the merge. I think that she's going to start trying to play the game. I seen her trying to finally start playing the game the third time she played. And then she goes home. She may want to stick to her original strategy of not doing anything and saying, as long as it's not me. She didn't do that the third time she went home. She's not going to do that again because she's trying to prove she actually knows how to play the game. I think she goes home. So I think Sandra, done, kaput. So we got Yule. Yule on the red team. He's another one that's super confusing with me. I almost put Yule in the Adam Nick. The whole, I'm so confused on what I think about Yule. So I'll say that he's like 8th. Legitimately 8th. I think he does. He gets into the merge, gets in a couple of people deep into the merge. He's a confusing player. I really don't know how he's going to gel. I don't think he'll have any pregame alliances or anything like that. You'll 8th. Let's go ahead and say that. Last but definitely not least, Tyson. Now, Tyson started stirring up things right off the bat. He started talking about, some of them got paid $200,000 and some didn't. Now, let me tell you, if some of them got paid $200,000 and some didn't, then those that didn't, they're going to be pissed. Pissed! Wouldn't you be pissed if you went and played a game? You went out there to spill your guts and soul, and then all of a sudden you find out that these people got $200,000 and you got nothing? You got what you get when you get voted out first or whatever that may be? No. That is going to rub people the wrong way. And Tyson bringing that up is a pregame type thing, right? He's bringing up, these people did this. These people align with these people. This person knows this person. This person knows this person. You put that in everybody's head, then all of a sudden they're thinking about them instead of trying to get further in the game. I don't know who got paid $200,000. I don't know if anybody got paid $200,000. I know people got paid. I don't think that. I mean, I can't say I don't think. If I was going to bet on it, I'd be like, yeah, somebody got 200 grand. Because that rumor didn't come around anywhere. I just did a podcast with Fair Play, and he heard the same thing. He heard 200 grand before Tyson's little video came out. So now everybody's like, oh, people got paid 200 grand to play? I know if I was out there and somebody got 200 grand and I got nothing, oh, no. That, that puts everything in perspective for me. If I ever play again, then I'll have a little contract written up saying, here's the deal. Whoever gets paid, you pay me equal that amount. That's how I'll play. So, anybody else that may play again, maybe you want to put that in your contract. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're scared if you put that they'll be like, oh, well, forget you. You ain't playing. I could care less. It's going in mine. You better believe if they say, well, you're not that popular anyway. So, you're not going to play. We're not giving you nothing. Yeah. Go ahead and go that route. I'm not that popular. Go ahead and go that route. That's the fun thing about being Russell Hantz, the king of Survivor. Okay, Tyson. I think Tyson, straight up, top 3. I think he wins, straight up. I think he's playing focused. I've been saying that I think Tyson's going to win the game. He's a great player. I played with Tyson. I got lucky at Heroes versus Villains. When I made the move to try to get Tyson to switch his vote to Parvati, I did all I could do, and then I got lucky, and it worked for me. But Tyson's a great player. He's super personable. He's super charming. Everybody's going to like him, and I think Tyson will do extremely well. Now, that's it for the red team. I'll be posting in a couple of days the blue team. I wanted to split it up because I don't want to, be sitting here for an hour, you guys talking, or listening to me ramble for an hour. It's best if I split it up like this. So if you guys like the video, please like it. Press the bell so you can get notified. If you want to, as soon as it drops, it bail you or whatever it does. Because I don't know what that does. I don't bail nobody. So you can bail me. And then it rings. You can check it out. As soon as I drop a video, you can watch it. Like it. Subscribe. We're growing. I'm liking this. I've always liked this. You know that. I took a little break. Went out the country. Did a few things. Have fun with my family. I think that at the end of this, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the Kobe Bryant thing. Kobe Bryant and his daughter and 7 other people just passed yesterday in a helicopter accident. It's tragic. I've never seen nothing like this. Never have I seen in my lifetime someone that's touched so many people. Now, I'm aware of Kobe's past. I'm starting to see people talking about that. But, I've never seen nobody this broke up in my lifetime. I'm sure my mother has when Martin Luther King passed or John F. Kennedy. It seems like it's on that scale of, how sad people are. It's a tragic moment because we don't get to see this is what gets me. I have a daughter. We don't get to see his daughter grow up and be a wonderful basketball player. His wife lost a child and a husband just like that. So, go home, tell everybody you love them. It can happen. Life is so short. Tell everybody you love them. You never know. You never know. It could end just like that. Be right with God, do the right thing, and tell the people that you love them. That's all I'm going to talk about that. This is about Survivor. I didn't want to end it on a bad note, but I just wanted to say something about that. That's all I got. Please subscribe, guys. It's coming soon. Next couple of days, I'm going to drop the blue team. Blue team coming. See ya.